Namaskar, dear student. I welcome you all in this virtual class, which is organized by Joint School Family. So today we are discussing about the Unit 16, and this is the continuation of a previous topic. And in last class we have studied or discussed about the classification of the living organism, and about the binomial system we have already discussed. So today we will start with the 5 kingdom system of classification, and this is the system which is propounded by R.S. Whitaker. Okay, so Whitaker classified the living organism on the basis of organic evolution, as we have discussed earlier, and we know that organic evolution is the gradual and orderly change of an organism from simple organism to complex. From prokaryotic organism, slowly they developed into a complex organism like animals or human being. Okay, so he classified from the prokaryotic to higher one. So at first he classified the organism as prokaryotic type and eukaryotic type. Okay, so the organism having primitive type of cell, the cell without nucleus or other nucleus bodies, okay, cell bodies, and they all organisms were unicellular, and they were classified or named as monera. So all those organisms which were having primitive type of cell are placed in monera. Okay, and this organism are unicellular, and they are the primitive type of organism, or we can say they are the first living organism that came into existence on the earth. Okay, and this living organism prokaryotic and eukaryotic, and this another category that eukaryotic were of 2 types. Okay, he has classified on the basis of whether they are unicellular or multicellular. You know what is unicellular? Having only organism having only single cell, whereas the organism having many cells, they are placed in multicellular organism. Okay, so in his classification, the unicellular organism having eukaryotic type of cell, like protista, okay, they were called protista. So those organisms which have the characteristic such as eukaryotic type of cells and unicellular, they are placed in protista. And the organism having eukaryotic type of cell and having multicellular are further divided on the basis of whether they have cell wall or they do not possess cell wall. Okay, so multicellular also classified whether they have cell wall or do not have cell wall. Okay, so he has taken a lot of consideration to classify the organism into different kingdoms. So among the cell wall and animal or organism having cell wall, okay, not animal, or organism having cell wall, further they are divided on the basis of mode of nutrition. Okay, whether they are autotrophic, having chlorophyll in them, or heterotrophic, not possessing chlorophyll in them and depend upon the autotrophs for their food. So he divided having the organism showing photosynthesis, okay, or you can say which have chlorophyll, okay, which have chlorophyll and which do not have chlorophyll. Okay, do not have chlorophyll. So for better understanding, let's I will write this having do not chlorophyll, that is heterotrophs here do not have chlorophyll here, and this organism which do not have chlorophyll in them but have cell wall and are multicellular and type of eukaryotic cell are placed and named as fungi. Okay, fungi, or sometimes it is termed as fungi also. Somebody they spell it as fungi or fungi. Okay, and the organism which have chlorophyll and which are autotrophic organism which can prepare their food themselves by the process of photosynthesis. And you know that what is photosynthesis? The process of making food with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll is known as the photosynthesis. So those organisms which have chlorophyll in them, they were named as plantae. Okay, they were termed as in kingdom plantae. So they are placed in kingdom plantae. And after that, the organism which do not have cell wall. So all those organisms which do not have cell wall are placed in kingdom which is termed as Animalia. Okay, which is in the kingdom Animalia. So in this way, R.H. Whitaker has taken a lots of things in consideration to classify the living organism on different kingdom, in different kingdom. So whether they are prokaryotic or eukaryotic, if they are eukaryotic also, whether they are unicellular or multicellular, and if they are multicellular also, whether they have cell wall or whether do not have cell wall, and within the cell wall organism having cell wall, whether they are heterotrophic or autotrophic, they are classified on that basis, so that the study of living organism will be better. So we can understand the characteristic of living organism in better way. Okay, so in this class we have studied this how R.H. Whitaker had classified. Now in this topic we will discuss mainly about the characteristic what they possess, or the animal or the plants or the microorganism, or you to say living organism possess, and why they are placed in a particular group we will discuss. So mainly today we will discuss only about the prokaryotic type of organism, and that is about the first kingdom, which were primitive type. We will discuss about them, and we will try to learn about the protista too. Okay, so is it clear about up to here? I hope you have understood. So let's start the study of prokaryotic type of organism and the kingdom Monera, first kingdom Monera and their characteristic. So all first primitive organism like blue-green algae, okay, were the first living organism which came into existence. Like that bacteria, they are all placed in this category. And Azotobacter, okay, Azotobacter, Vibrio cholera. We hear about cholera disease, yes, which is caused by Vibrio cholera. So all they are unicellular and having primitive type of cell, prokaryotic type of cells, belongs to Monera. That is example like bacteria, okay, bacteria and like blue-green algae. All they are from this kingdom. Okay, let's study about the characteristic of organism which belongs to this group. First characteristic is by itself, by the name itself, we have already told they are primitive type of cell. They are the primitive organism and unicellular. Okay, they may be they may be autotrophic mode of nutrition. They may have autotrophic mode of nutrition, trophic or heterotrophic. Okay, they may have the mode of nutrition like autotrophic or heterotrophic or somewhat parasitic. Okay, now we already know parasitic means what? The organism which lives in the body of other to take nutrition from them. So who absorb the prepared food from the other organism to survive themselves. Okay, that's that type of nutrition. Directly prepared food is absorbed from the organism is known as parasitism, and the organism which are showing that type of characteristic are called parasitic. Okay, so they are like that, and we know that they are the first. Okay, they are the first living organism. So first living organism belongs to this category, and they may have cell wall or they may not have cell wall. So like this, these are the few characteristics of Monera. Okay, so we will discuss other kingdom in next class. Okay, so we will discuss about Protista and about fungi in next class. Like that we will describe because this kingdom like Plantae and Animalia are the largest kingdom in which the most of the living organism lies. So we will discuss in detail in coming classes. So for today we will stop here. So try to understand how R.S. Whitaker has classified and what are the characteristics of Monera, and the example of organism like bacteria, blue-green algae, Azotobacter, Vibrio cholera, which belongs to this group or prokaryotic type of organism having which are primitive, unicellular, which may show the autotrophic modes of nutrition. Some organism they can prepare their food themselves. Some depend upon other organisms. Other organism they get nutrition, and parasitic means living on the body of other to get nutrition, and they were the first living organism come into existence on the earth. Okay, for today this much. So in next class we will discuss about the Protista kingdom as well as fungi in detail, as well as we will try to start Plantae kingdom. For today this much. Thank you very much for watching this class. So stay home, stay safe. Thank you.